Good.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm recording now. All right, so hi everyone, welcome to our third meeting for She's a First. Sorry, sorry if I sound really like low energy, like I'm really tired. But you know what? Let's get through this meeting. It's gonna be a good one. Let's get started. All right, so for our icebreaker today, it's gonna be a 3-word story. So basically how this works is we're gonna choose a random topic, let's say on Disney, right? And we have to create a story, but you can only use 3 words at a time. So what's our topic gonna be for today?
I don't know. Somebody shout out a random topic. Last time our topic was Disney princesses, and then we specified Snow White. So just for reference.
One Direction.
Oh,
Direction?
yes. Thank you, Hector,
Yes,
for the...
I agree.
Okay.
Okay, so our topic is going to be One Direction.
I'm trying to think of how I can start it off. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start it off as a boy band. That's it. And I'll popcorn it off to Rainy.
Named One Direction.
Who do you popcorn it off to?
Traveled the world.
Okay. Who do you popcorn it off to?
Hector.
And made history.
Oh, okay. Who do you popcorn it off to?
Andre.
Got a Grammy.
So, okay.
May
Who do you
history,
popcorn it off?
comma, got a Grammy, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. I blanked out. Judith.
I think you're muted. Okay, yeah.
I don't know what to say because I thought it was like we each did like our own thing. I was gonna say like One Our Hearts.
Okay. Who do you popcorn it off to?
Alexa.
Dale, Alexa.
I guess. Okay, wait. Let me read it because I want her hearts and give free ice cream.
Okay.
I want ice cream right now, guys. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry for wanting ice cream. Everybody should want ice cream right now. Also, the weather is so nice outside. Anyways, who are you gonna popcorn it off to right now, Alexa?
Who's missing? Okay.
Me, Roxanne, and that's it.
Roxanne. Hi.
Can I specify on what type of ice cream?
You can do whatever you want.
Specifically coconut ice cream.
Coconut ice cream. I've never tried that before.
It's bomb.
Okay, so then I'm the only one missing. Let me see how we can end it. Got a Grammy, won our hearts, and gave free ice cream. Coconut ice cream. I'm gonna end it off how Andre did last time. And The end. Okay, got you. So that's our wonderful story. We should become famous authors all together. I think we did a really great job.
Perfect. A perfect short
Agreed.
story.
Perfect. J.K. Rowling could never.
Honestly.
I was about to say that.
All right. So moving on with our next slide.
Okay, so now I'm going to be sharing my screen. Joelia, stop sharing your screen. Okay.
Couldn't figure out where the button was.
That's all right. Okay, so we have 2 shirt designs, and you guys are going to be voting on which design you guys would like. So let me share my screen. So on the left, it shows the front. It's just our logo. And then that's the front is the same for both shirts. So now this is the back. So the first one, it just says she's the first, activism, fist going up in the air. It's very colorful. And then on the right one, we have a quote that says, your gender, oh, hold on, you guys are covering the quote. Your gender shouldn't determine whether you get an education. And it's by Tirunesh. She's 15 and from Ethiopia. And she's actually one of the girls that She's the First has helped get her education. So Joelia's going to create a poll now on Zoom, and you guys are going to vote. Left side is option 1, and right side is option 2.
Let me just get that. I don't know why I erased the last poll.
Officers, if you already voted on Wednesday's meeting, you don't vote again for this one.
They're both so pretty. I don't know which one to choose. Oh my god. That one's hard.
Can you all see it?
No.
You're muted. Carla, you're muted.
I was just going to say, since the officers are not going to vote, can you close the poll when everyone's done?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought everybody had to vote in order for the poll to close, but you're
Wait,
good.
did you open the poll? Because I haven't voted.
Yeah, I opened it.
I don't see it. I'm blind.
Click on polls at the bottom.
There's
Under
nothing on the bottom. It just says participants, chat, share screen, record, or reactions.
Mine came out at the top.
Okay, we're at the top.
There's nothing at the top.
I guess just text or chat Carla individually so she can know. And then she'll just tell me. Or you can just chat me. Did the other members, did everyone else vote already?
I'll vote for Roxanne. So go, Roxanne. Tell me.
I'm checking. Hold up.
Did you vote already, Carla?
I'm going.
Oh, okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me take a picture of that really quick. And polling. All right. Now let's go back to the meeting. I'll send you the results later.
So it's getting very suspenseful now. You guys are not going to know which design won yet because we still have to tally up scores from last meeting and from today. So it'll keep you on your toes. Okay. So as many of you may know, or if you don't know, that's okay. This month is actually National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we're just going to present some information about the awareness of this very important topic that's happening all over the world. And some of our events are going to be based around this topic. So yeah, I'm going to pass it off to Ander. No, wait, whoever's next.
Me.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so a little background about it is that on October 1981, it is the Day of Unity, a day where advocates of domestic violence awareness gather, and it's still celebrated every first Monday of October. On October 1987, first Domestic Violence Awareness Month was observed, and in 1989, October was determined the National Domestic Violence Awareness Month by U.S. Congress. And in 1994, passing of Violence Against Women Act passed reinforced domestic violence awareness. Next.
Okay, so some stigmas associated with domestic violence say that victims are usually women, but that's false. Domestic violence can happen to anyone regardless of gender or sexuality. Estimates say 1 out of 3 women and 1 out of 4 men experience intimate partner violence. And then another one is that most victims report violence to the authorities, which is false, because many victims of sexual assault and domestic violence never report what happened. The shame, stigma, victim blaming can severely impact the lives of survivors who come forward.
All right. So some risk factors for both men and women contain either individual, relationship, community, or cultural factors. And I'll explain a little bit more as to what they are within these categories. But please remember that even though these might be considered some risk factors, there's never good enough reason as to why someone else should be forced into a domestic violence relationship in the first place. And so going on with these risk factors, some of them could be individual, such as either the person may have a low self-esteem or they just don't have that mental support. It can also be to young age. There are a lot of, how do I say this? There are a lot of young women and young men that do get into a relationship far too early, and they're still, very like naive, very innocent, and they don't know any better. And okay, that actually worded that wrong. Not that they don't know any better, but it's just that the older individuals kind of like manipulate them and kind of like trick them. And yeah, for relationship, again, it can be marital problems that they have, jealousy, but then once again, none of this should ever be a risk factor, or none of this should ever be a good enough reason. For community, again, they just don't have that support that they might need it, especially if they live in a more lower incoming families. And then for cultural, you guys might know, like here in our Hispanic culture, there have been a lot of tales from women that stay with their husbands just to maintain that peace within the family. Again, a lot of these risk factors never good enough of a reason.
Okay, so now for some resources. We always want you guys to stay updated with any kind of resource that there is out there in case you know of somebody that is going through domestic violence, or how last month it was National Suicide Prevention Awareness. We always want you guys to be updated with that kind of information, with resources. So some resources that we have here is the National Domestic Violence Hotline. So that's the number, and the last 4 numbers just spell SAFE. That's why it's in parentheses. They also have a website. It's called exactly the same, the National Domestic Violence, and then you just put website at the end and it'll take you, it'll be the first link. And their website is actually, their website and their phone number, they're very confidential. So in the case that somebody reaches out to any of those 2 resources, it'll be immediately erased from either your browser history if you're using the website, or from your phone call history if you're calling, because they understand that sometimes the perpetrator in the relationship is very manipulative and controlling and wants to know what that person is doing at all times of the day. And if they find out for whatever reason that they're reaching out to these resources, it could have a very negative consequence. So they try to be very safe on that side. There's also the National Dating Abuse Helpline. That's the number. Both of these are 24/7. And then also the National Child Abuse Hotline / Child Help, because domestic doesn't only mean partner or in a relationship, it just means within the family. So the perpetrator can also be from parent to child. And so the hotline is also there. And then for a local resource, we have, of course, Casa de Misericordia, a very great resource to reach out to. That's their phone number, and the address there is actually the LBV Education Center, which is where the person would initially go in order to receive any kind of counseling services, or to get set up first before they take them to the women's domestic violence shelter. That address is so confidential within the federal government and the state government. So that address, literally, if you search it up for hours and hours, it'll never come out because it is so secretive, to make sure that the domestic violence survivors are being kept confidential. Yeah. So now we're just going to talk about some things that we have planned for you all this month. One of our events revolve around the domestic violence awareness. And now I am actually going to pass it off to Andre.
Hi guys. Okay. So first, before I start talking about all that, I just want to say that just make sure that you guys got your certificate with the hours for the conference. I tried my best to do everyone's names correct, but if I'm missing like a last name or like a middle name, or I spelled it wrong for some reason, just send an email back to the STF email, and like I'll like update and correct everything. But make sure they got the email. Okay, now for the community services month, we will have a donation drive for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We'll be partnering with Casa Misericordia. We will ask for personal hygiene products, and hours will be given depending on the item. The item details email will be sent to you closer to the date or like later. We'll send you guys a list with like the item and then how many hours is it. But according to TAMIU guidelines, we can only give up to 5 hours in donation drives. So for example, if like, I don't know, deodorant is like 2 hours, and then a shampoo is one, and then you buy two, that's four, but then you buy like two more, so that's 6 hours. We can only give you like up to 5. So just like keep that in mind, so you guys, there's no like confusion or anything. We'll be picking up the items in the TAMIU at the STC courtyard. Is like the little area between when you get out through the back and then the game room, you know, the little like nice circle. We'll be there from the last week of October, Monday, October 26th from 3 to 6 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you guys can go at any time in those times, and then just drop off your item. We'll take your name and how many hours, and then we'll send you later the certificate. And also a reminder, more information with like the list will be sent to you guys later. But yeah, now I'll pass it on to Roxanne.
Okay, there. Okay, so recently we had updated y'all on the Voting Matters social media competition, and we got second place. Yay. And another fundraising opportunity that we have for this month is the Scare the Cancer Away virtual bingo. That will take place on October 30th at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we will be selling tickets for $5. And I know that Carlos said that members can also sell tickets. So if you choose to sell tickets, just tell us and we'll give you the information on how to sell them. And if you don't want to sell them, but you're interested in buying a ticket, just contact Eddie at 956-269-6550 or the STF email.
So for the de-stress with us opportunity, that was actually yesterday. And if you guys participated, thank you so much for coming. It was so much fun. Even though Among Us does cause stress, it was still de-stressing with us. It was so much fun. So thank you guys for coming, for those of you that came. And yeah, there'll be more opportunities for you guys to hang out with us. We did this one in particular for midterms because they can be very, very stressful. So we just wanted an hour of just you guys hanging out with us and just talking and having some fun. Jola?
Oh, well, I was just gonna say that you want to mention what's gonna be happening next week. That's what I meant by this. I don't know what this means. I'm not gonna like sign language.
You can do it.
Okay, so we were gonna. Well, I don't even know why we didn't put it on the side. It just completely blew our minds. But we're actually going to be having a collaboration with one of the sororities on campus called Delta Psi Nu, and what we're going to be collaborating for with a bunch of other orgs is for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And so throughout the whole next week, there's going to be like little challenges and everything. For us particularly, we're going to be having a trivia night based on domestic violence, like myths and facts. And we're going to be doing a flyer soon, so be on the lookout for that. And it's going to be kind of like a Kahoot thing. It's going to be on Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30. And then winner gets a spooky basket, right? I'm correct on that one? Yes. Winner gets a spooky basket. So please make sure to join us for next Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30. And then here are our social medias as always. She's the first TXAMIU. You can also find us on our Facebook page, She is the First TAMIU. We also do have a Twitter now, which is She is the First TAMIU. And once again, if you have any questions for any of the officers, you can just email us at sheisthefirst.txamiu@gmail.com. And here are the little QR codes for our website and Trailblazers.
Okay, so now for payment methods. Remember, if you haven't paid your membership dues, they're actually due today. They were due on Wednesday, but we wanted to make sure to give y'all a chance to tell you in person. So they're actually going to be due today by the end of the day. So if you haven't paid your dues, these are the 3 payment methods. There's also been an email in case you want to reach out to that email instead and do it later instead of right now that you have like the information. Or you can even take a picture of this slide, and that is also fine. But yeah, if you guys haven't paid your membership dues, these are your 3 payment methods.
All right, I'm just gonna stop recording because I think Sally was gonna cut this out. Oh, I stopped sharing. I'm so dumb.